Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Ryan from Blipsounds. I just wanted to let you guys know that this video is a collaboration between Jonas Tyroller and myself. He did a video on his channel where he showed off how to make sounds for video games, and this is a more in-depth breakdown on my side of the process where I made a couple different cool sound effects. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video, and if you haven't seen it yet, go check out Jonas's video. It's really awesome. Jonas is an awesome indie dev making such good videos. He has so much personality and he's just a great guy to want to be involved with. Anyways, I hope you guys go check him out, but for now, enjoy the video. Jonas invited me to do some sounds for Smash Run, and I'm really excited to show you guys my approach and mindset to how I tackle sound design. We're going to start by going over the recording stages of the sound effects. So the sounds that we are going to be doing are shooting diamond, bullet hitting the wall, a wind ambience, falling out of the screen, and losing getting stuck. Most of this is going to be pretty improvised. I don't really have much of a game plan other than the recordings I've done. I'll go over those real quick. So the first one that I have is a punching sound effect that I use by blowing up a balloon, lightly filling up the balloon, pinching it with my hand, and then hitting it with my other hand. The next thing that I did is I recorded a metal pan. And then I also took a wine glass and I hit it with a pen. This is probably going to be used for our diamond sounds. I also decided to do this cool trick where I add some water to the wine glass, and then it sort of gives a cool warbly effect when you're using it. It's a lot of fun. Then I also took a yo-yo, hit that with a pen. I figured some more variety in the higher frequencies would be good for any diamond sound. I have some other recordings that I did here and there. I don't really remember what they are. I just remember them being cool when I did record them. And then my favorite one that I did is the ambience, which is done by flipping a bicycle on its seat and taking some fabric and putting the fabric up to the wheel of the bike and then spinning it, and that makes the sound of wind. The microphone that I used is a Zoom H6 microphone, and I used it for almost every single game I've worked on, and any course material or anything I've ever used, it uses that. But anywho, let's get into the sound design. First, we're going to start by just dragging in our audio files directly into Reaper. I just want to show off the bicycle sound real quick. You can kind of hear what I mean by the wind sound. Pretty freaking cool. It has a lot of low frequencies that I think are a little bit distracting to the core of the sound itself. I can go to re-EQ, and then I can simply add a change to our equalizer, let's say cutting out the lower frequencies. I'm going to cut this in half, move the first part of this audio file right after the second one, and this crossfade is going to create a seamless gap between these two sounds. A seamless loop. Pretty cool. So that's our wind sound for now. I'm going to leave that alone for now. And now let's go on to the collecting diamond sound. I want to work on that. And I'm going to take our wine glass sound here.
I like it!
We also want to take our yo-yo sound. Yeah, I definitely want to use this bit here. And we're going to kind of have it like tail off after the initial hit of the wine glass. I'm also going to pitch shift these. Here, I'm going to take this sound of me going. I can match the envelope of this and I can fill out the frequency spectrum between these sounds. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wine glass sound and reverse it by hitting Control-R. Fade here and here. I'm going to copy this yo-yo file and I'm going to reverse it as well. Ooh, I really like how that sounds. And this is going to be a pretty fast sound when it happens. And I want this to be punchy too. So I'm going to take our white noise here and I'm going to add some EQ and cut out the lower frequencies a little bit. I'm going to boost the lows. I'm going to find a different part of it. Yeah, I liked that one a lot. Maybe these can be used as two layers in tandem together. I think that we can add an EQ to this one too. Just having too many higher frequencies can be a little bit jarring. This wine glass sound isn't turning out how I want it to. But I do find that EQ is such a versatile tool. Tiny bit of a fade in here. And let's normalize the yo-yo sounds as well so it's a little bit louder. And while we're at it, cut off the highs and close out the lows altogether. What else can we do here? We have some of those. I think I accidentally dropped the microphone stand and it made that sound, and we're gonna try using it. Cut down the lows a little bit. It kind of feels like 3 different sounds at once. If we boost the lows on this white noise sound. Whoops. Create a track above all of these, drag these all underneath one track. I can just highlight all of these at once. I can kind of just control them however I feel. I'm actually just going to make this shorter. So I'm going to take this band of the EQ. So I'm just cutting that out right there. And I think I do like how that sounds. And while we're at it, I'm going to add a pitch shifter to this, repitch, and we're going to do something called automation. Go to parameter control, show track envelope. I want full range. So now that we have this automated, yeah, I do like that. It is a little bit, sounds cool for sure. I do want it to be a little bit more gem-like though. Copy this, and we're going to use an even higher frequency than before. Let's go up a couple more. Actually, yeah, I like that a lot. Having a pitch go up and sound like this is a very nice rewarding sound effect. If I wanted to make this a bad sound, I'd probably lower it in pitch. And honestly, that might not be a bad sound for when the character dies in the game. I think that's pretty good for our collecting diamond sound, or collect diamond. We can organize these a little bit better so we don't have to touch it anymore. Wind ambience. I can actually copy this entire region. It'll copy all of the exact files over here. So this could be our shooting sound, actually, now that I think about it. Let's make one of these the shooting sound, and then the other one will be the collecting. It should be a little bit higher pitched and a little bit more satisfying. So I'm going to highlight these 2 points by right-clicking, and then I'm going to move these all down. And since the diamond shoot sound is a little bit more satisfying, I'm going to make it longer as well. Nice, okay. I like the difference between those. I'm going to duplicate this track here, select a different area, so that sounds like there's more of the yo-yo sound going on. It's just a tiny bit more. It helps a little bit. Now let's see. We have the bullet hitting the wall sound. I'm going to use the shushing sound. I'm going to call this white noise from now on because it basically is just white noise. And honestly, it might not need to be anything more than that. It might just need to be that simple. Bullet hitting a wall. I'm just going to use this. Let's try layering this sound in here. That should be fine. Bullet hitting wall. So cool. We have the collecting diamond, we have the shooting diamond, we have the bullet hitting wall, we have the wind. Now let's do our falling off the screen sound and our losing getting stuck sound. This one's going to be a little tough. There's no animation to it. It happens so fast too, but you still want a negative feedback sound for it. Let's use this metal pan sound since we haven't used that yet. That sounds pretty cool. I'm going to use this sound here. Let's do our pitch shifter trick. Parameter, FX parameter list, show track envelope, shift full range. It's a little bit long. Let's take the same white noise that we have up here though. EQ, cut off the higher frequencies a little bit. I do like this sound. Very punchy. Trying to think what this needs. Maybe it should go up in pitch actually. Yeah, I kind of like that better. And I'm going to duplicate this track twice, stretch these out just a tiny bit over each other, and I'm going to raise the volume of each succeeding one. Nice. And while we're at it, let's do it for the diamond shooting sound. Those are a little bit too high pitched for me though. We just have to spread them out a little bit. Nice, that's better. Sounds pretty good. Nice, and let's... I do like that. No, I think I still want the shush sound in there. I kind of want to add something else to this, but I don't know what. Why not? Let's just see what happens. Yeah, we are 100% using that. More extreme. That sounds pretty good. I might reverse these actually. I'm gonna add the metal pan sound back. Nice. It's a little bit more punchy. I'm gonna lower the volume of both of these together. I'm gonna make sure that both of these feel the same. Is that all of our sounds? Are we done? I need to add some more variation. Bullet hitting the wall, let's do real quick. We'll do 4 variations for it. We are going to just click and drag and just scrub through it. We're gonna change the pitch very slightly on these. Keep it pretty simple here. It's a little bit too high pitch for me. There we go. What happens if we remove the shush from this? Yeah, actually I'm going to remove the shush sound from this. And I'm going to select all of these and lower the pitch of all of them at once. Cool, I think that works pretty well. Nice, okay.
I like it!
So I'm going to add some variation to this. I'm going to just do the same thing we did before. Just scrub through here again. Is that me talking? There we go. That'll work. Let's duplicate these guys down here as well. Remove these automation paths. There we go. So let's select different areas of this for the wine glass. And then I'm going to add a little bit more variation to this. And there we go. Sounded pretty good. Gonna do this one more time. Cool. That works. I'm digging this. And let's name our last sounds here. Fun fact, raising the higher frequencies on sounds actually makes it stand out a little bit more. And we accomplished that. Losing, getting stuck. And then this one is going to be falling out of screen. And with that, I think we have our sounds done, everyone. Yeah, except for, let's listen to this one more time. I'm going to pan it a little bit to the right, just so that it balances a little bit better between the two ears. I'm going to add a little bit more of a fade. And I'm going to add another band here, so you can add more than just those bands. And doing this will sort of give the effect of like a more prominent wind. Just cut out the lower frequencies. But I think that sounds pretty good for the most part. I'm going to leave it there. Let's go to File and Render, and we can have an option to batch export all of these at once by going to Region Render Matrix, and then selecting all of these as our master mix, and then something called a wildcard, where I hit $region. I'm going to create a new one called Final Sounds. Let's hit OK. And would you look at that? All of our sounds are ready to go. We have our wind ambience, losing when getting stuck, falling out of screen, our variations for our diamond shoot, variations for our collecting diamond, and variations for when the bullet hits the wall. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to check out Jonas's channel down below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the Blipsounds YouTube channel. We also have an awesome Discord server if you haven't joined that. You can join the Discord server in the description below. Looking forward to seeing you guys there.